to the May 2026 commencement of West Texas A&M University. My name is Neil Terry, and I serve as the Executive Vice President and Provost. It is my pleasure to introduce the administrators, the faculty, and the graduating students. Our May graduation is too large to accommodate all of our graduates at once. The ceremony this morning will recognize graduates from the Terry B. Rogers College of Education and Social Sciences. The processional will commence shortly. The platform party, including our university president, will process first. The president will be immediately preceded by the university mace, carried by Dr. Kenneth Denton, Associate Professor of Psychology and Associate Dean. Following the platform party will be our college administrators and faculty members. The procession will transition to our student scholars, graduate students first, then undergraduate students. Distinguished guests, the May 2026 graduation ceremony for West Texas A&M University. At this time, please rise and join Dr. Sarah Beckham Turner, Assistant Professor of Music, as she leads us in the singing of the National Anthem. Please be seated. Many in the platform party will be introduced as their duties arise. Allow me to introduce the rest of the platform party. Dr. Todd Raspberry, Vice President for Philanthropy and External Relations. Dr. Todd McNeil, Vice President of Business and Finance. Dr. Chris Thomas, Vice President for Student Affairs. Dr. Rick Hassel, Vice President for Enrollment Management. Dr. Rex Pieski, Associate Dean of the Graduate School. Dr. Carolyn Baum, Assistant Professor of Communication and Director of the Atterbury Honors Program, who will be presenting medallions to students graduating from the Honors Program. Ms. Diane Bryce, Registrar. Dr. Brandon Bang, Chair of the Faculty Advisory Council. Dr. Gary Bigham, Dean of the Terry B. Rogers College of Education and Social Sciences. I would also like to take a moment and thank the faculty who are with us today. Their knowledge and commitment have played a significant role in the professional development of our graduates. Will the faculty members in attendance please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Please be seated. The West Texas A&M University spring graduation ceremonies include 1,637 individuals earning academic degrees. The youngest graduate is 19, and the oldest is 63. The ceremonies include students from 38 states across the nation and 23 different countries. This graduating class includes 120 with a perfect 4.0 GPA, 45 veterans, and 54% of the undergraduates are the first in their families to earn a college degree. At this time, please welcome Ms. Mary Vivian Ivey, Student Body President, for her address to the graduating students.
Good morning, everyone. First, I want to congratulate you all for making it to this moment. It took a lot of long days and all-nighters to get here. Those long hours weren't just about the grades or the assignments, though. They were about proving to yourself that you could push through when things got difficult, that you could adapt when plans fell apart, and that you could show up even when you didn't feel ready. The truth is, those late nights taught you things no syllabus could. You learned how to work hard when it mattered. You learned dedication, not because someone told you it was important, but because you discovered what happens when you actually commit to something. And yes, you learned about procrastination. Sometimes how to avoid it, but let's be honest, you also learned how to get things done that looked great in a lick of time. Yes, we are here to celebrate the things you learned and accomplished in the classroom, But there are also many experiences you have had, friends you have made, and even failures you have faced. You learned how to navigate disagreement and still respect the person sitting across from you. You learned how to be a part of something bigger than yourself, whether that was a team, a club, or just a group of friends who showed up for each other. You learned that failure isn't the opposite of success, but part of the process. You learned patience in ways you didn't expect. You learned empathy by being challenged, by having your assumptions questioned, and by meeting people whose experiences were nothing like your own. You learned that listening is often more valuable than speaking, and admitting that you don't know something is a sign of strength, not weakness. And perhaps most importantly, you learned that growth is uncomfortable. The moments that changed you weren't easy ones. As you leave here today, remember that growth doesn't stop. The challenges won't get easier, you'll just get better at facing them. The uncertainty won't disappear, you'll just get more comfortable sitting with it. And that learning will never be finished. So take what you learned here, all of it, not just what's written on your diploma. Take the resilience, the empathy, the work ethic, and the humility. Take the friendships that sustained you and the failures that taught you. Take the late night conversations that expanded your mind and the quiet moments when you discovered what you're really made of. You're ready, not because you have all the answers, but because you learned how to find them. Congratulations, class of 2026.
Thank you, Mary Vivian. Our next speaker is Mr. Chandler Huddleston, a WT graduate who will offer remarks on behalf of the Alumni Association.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Chandler Huddleston, and I'm honored to be here today to deliver the alumni charge. During my time at WT, I had the privilege of serving as student body president. This opportunity, among others, gave me the ability to examine myself and the values important to me. For my education, I received dual degrees in economics and finance in 2018, as well as a master's of science in finance and economics in 2020. I currently serve as vice president for finance and operations at First Bank Southwest in Amarillo. I remember sitting where y'all are today, anxiously awaiting the speakers to wrap it up so I could hear my name called, get my diploma, go home. And I can with confidence tell you that one of the most important lessons I've learned in my life is no one ever listened to a speech and said, wow, I wish that was longer. So I promise I'll be brief. But today's a monumental day. It marks the end of one chapter and the start of another in your own personal story. I encourage you to take a moment and relish in this accomplishment that you're being recognized for here today. I also encourage you to stop and reflect on the choices that have led you to this moment. There's only one thing in this world that we can control 100%, and that's our choices. Every choice we make, big or small, has consequences. Every choice matters. You know, we don't get to control the hand we're dealt, but we absolutely can control how we play our cards. There's a very wise and profound moment in the movie Frozen 2, when Anna is confronted with a variety of situations outside of her control. The trials of this world are closing in around her, and she realizes that what she must do is the next right thing. By the way, my wife and I have a 3-year-old daughter, so that's where that reference comes from. But do the next right thing. As the most recent graduates of West Texas A&M University, it is my honor and privilege to invite you to turn your class ring outward. This turning of the ring outward symbolizes your responsibility to transition from a student to an alumni. One of the responsibilities of an alumni is to serve your alma mater as an ambassador. Another is to give back through your successes, gifts, and service to the university that is given to you as students and to us as alumni. And with that, from the Texas Panhandle, you are now sent into the world to be proud alumni of West Texas A&M University. Go out and do the next right thing. God bless, and go Buffs.
Thank you, Chandler. It is now my pleasure to introduce the 11th president of West Texas A&M University, Dr. Walter Wendler.
Thank you, Neil. Faculty, staff, families, friends, and most importantly, this day, soon-to-be graduates of West Texas A&M University. Congratulations to each and every one. This is a milestone you have earned through long nights, hard choices, and steady perseverance. You have done something that still matters in the American story. You have prepared yourselves to contribute, to work, to lead, to serve. These are the very nucleus of the American experiment. This commencement also sits in a long shadow, a 250-year shadow, and the bright light of a national moment. America is approaching its 250th anniversary. That fact invites more than fireworks and fanfare. It calls for reflection. A quarter of a millennium is long enough to prove something. Not perfection, but durability. Not a life without conflict, but a capacity to renew. Our nation has endured depression, war, social upheaval, and eras of deep uncertainty. Yet it persists, because each generation decides, as you all are deciding. This morning, again, to shoulder the responsibilities of living in a free society. And that word, responsibility, is where I choose to plant a flag today. You are graduating, all of you, at a time when pessimism is fashionable. The 24-hour news circuitry can make it feel as if the world is unraveling by the hour. Institutions are criticized, sometimes and often rightly. Trust can be thin. Cynicism can feel sophisticated. But I want to offer a different posture for your life after this ceremony, after today's marking and commemoration of something very important. You should all choose optimism over pessimism, not because it's easy, but because it's faithful to the truth of how progress is made. And it's faithful to both our university and our nation. Optimism is not naive. It is not Pollyanna speak. It is instead the steady conviction of forward-looking people and organizations who understand something essential. The squeeze of change can produce springboards, not shackles. The world is real. Challenges are real. But so is growth after challenge and trauma. So is renewal after loss. So is the human capacity, your capacity, to build something better, to be part of something, as Mary Vivian just said, larger than yourself. Today, that means becoming. It means a rite of passage to being a buffalo. And I would implore you to remember something very important about the buffalo, the animal, the bison. They run straight at a storm, never away from it. And I would implore each of you to do exactly that as you leave this place today. I've spent much of my life, my professional life, in higher education. And if I've learned anything, it is this: healthy institutions and healthy lives thrive on integrity and transparency. A university earns trust the same way an individual citizen. Each of you will earn trust by telling the truth, by doing the work, by admitting mistakes, and by staying on mission. When we are honest about trade-offs, costs and values, expectations and outcomes, we become more credible. And credibility is the foundation of any kind of progress. So why should you be optimistic? specifically as Americans nearing 250 years of a living constitutional republic, warts and all? Three things. First, because the American experiment is built on the radical belief that ordinary people can govern themselves. The newness of that is not always available today, but 250 years ago, as we separated ourselves from England, it was hugely important. Civic engagement and responsibility are renewed in each generation with reverence for that constitutional framework and moral vision that made ordered liberty possible. And it is a challenge. Self-government is not inherited like eye color. It is learned, it is practiced, it is defended, and it is improved by citizens who show up. And all of you have showed up today. Second, you should be optimistic because of something you already know from your own life. Hard work still matters. It is productive. In the Panhandle, we do not romanticize toughness. We live it. Our land is not made for the weak-kneed. People here have learned that rewards are driven by determination, forbearance, and grit. Those are not merely Western values. They are Panhandle values, and they are American values. I also believe they're virtues that college graduates, like all of you, possess. Third, you should be optimistic because belonging is still possible, and it is essential. Patriotism and they mean recognize larger than ourselves, and that we choose to participate. A free society cannot survive on isolation and sarcasm. It needs communities, families, churches, neighborhoods, civic organizations, workplace, and I believe firmly, universities just like West Texas A&M University, where people learn to disagree without dissolving and to debate without dehumanizing. We should be such a place, and you all should be such people, and I believe you are. You are leaving WT at a time when the future of work, learning, and citizenship is shifting dramatically. New models are emerging, whether we know it or like it. Technology will change your field. Demographics will change your community. The workplace will ask for flexibility. And through it all, I urge you, do not live as spectators. America does not need more commentary. It needs more contribution. So here are three quick, practical charges, for your life beyond this stage, where I stand right now and where all of you will walk momentarily. Live with moral clarity. Your degree is not merely a credential. It is, in fact, a responsibility. Tell the truth. Keep your word. Treat people fairly with dignity and respect. These are not small virtues. They are the foundations that sustain the public trust. Secondly, be a builder where you stand. Serve your community, especially when it's inconvenient. It's easy to serve inconvenience. Much more challenging and defining is to serve when it's inconvenient. These things happen and create strong towns and strong regions, and they're not accidents. They happen because citizens, like all of you, decide to be catalysts, not just critics. And thirdly, carry the pioneering spirit forward. Not reckless risk, but courageous, thoughtful risk, commitment to ideas. The American story has always rewarded those willing to work, adapt, and persevere. Be one of them. Graduates, on our 250th anniversary, the question will not be whether our nation has problems. It always did, and it always will. The question will be whether your generation had the resolve to renew what is good, correct what is wrong, and defend what is worth defending. Today, as you leave West Texas A&M University, I believe you are qualified and capable to do exactly that, to be optimistic, not because the road is smooth, but because you are prepared, because you have been tested, because you know how to work, because you know how to learn, and because in a free country, the future is still something citizens can shape one honest day at a time. I have one favor to ask of you. You are part of being born here in Canyon, Texas, at WT. And as Homer states in the Odyssey, so nothing is as sweet as a man's own country, his own parents, even though he settled down in some luxurious house off in a foreign land and far from those who bore him. We, all of us at WT and in the Panhandle, have in part born you. Congratulations to the class of 2026. Go serve well, and I wish you Godspeed in every aspect of your life. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Dr. Wendler. Before we proceed to our formal program, let me ask Ms. Jessica Hankey, Director of Continuing Education, to lead our Where the Learning Continues certificate graduates to the stage. Where the Learning Continues is a post-high school program which offers continued study in the areas of math, reading, writing, and computer skills. To be awarded a certificate, students must complete 4 years of study. The program and students are a special part of our campus, and we are pleased to acknowledge their accomplishments today. Congratulations on your academic success and achievement. Will the candidates please come forward to receive their certificates?
Joseph Michael Larson. Aaron Taylor Medford. Roberto Miguel Vargas Morales. Ryan McAndrew Seal.
The Tawana M. Powell Faculty Fellow Program was established in 2024 to support, recognize, and advance research excellence at West Texas A&M University. It is my privilege to recognize Dr. Beth Garcia, the Sylvia Nugent Professor of Education, as the 2026 Tawana M. Powell Faculty Fellow. The fellowship will help fund Dr. Garcia's work to develop a coaching system that incorporates artificial intelligence programming with models from the Texas Instructional Leadership and Texas Teacher Evaluation and Support System. At this time, Dean Bigham will formally recognize the award through the presentation of an honorary medallion. Congratulations. We have now reached that point in the program that our graduates have been working towards. In a few minutes, the graduates will be coming forward to receive their degrees. As the graduates complete their walk across the stage today, the WT Alumni Association will present each graduate with an alumni lapel pin signifying their official induction as a WT alumnus. After I certify the candidates, President Wendler will officially confer the degrees. Dr. Lance Baker, Professor of Animal Science, will announce the names of each degree candidate as they come forward to receive their diplomas. Will all of the candidates for doctoral and master's degrees please rise? President Wendler, on behalf of the graduate faculty of West Texas A&M University, I certify that these candidates have met the requirements for their various graduate degrees.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty of West Texas A&M University, as just transmitted to me by Dr. Terry, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Chancellor and the Board of Regents of the Texas A&M University system, I take pleasure in conferring upon each of you whose names are on the official roster the appropriate doctoral and master's degrees with all of the corresponding rights, privileges, and responsibilities.
Please be seated. Marshals, please escort our graduate degree candidates to the stage. During this part of the ceremony, the dissertation advisor will hood the doctoral candidate and the college dean will place a hood on each master's degree candidate. This tradition dates back to the 12th and 13th centuries when universities were taking form. The colors on the hoods represent the university colors as well as the discipline of the degree. Dr. Baker, please introduce the degree recipients.
From the Terry B. Rogers College of Education and Social Sciences, Amy Baker. Research title, From Industry to the Classroom, Transition Experiences and Professional Development Needs of Non-Certified CTE Teachers, hooded by Dr. Buddy Hooper. Stacy L. Drury. Research title, Health Literacy Barriers and the Effectiveness of Extension Interventions in Rural Texas, also hooded by Dr. Hooper. Molly Brooks Foreman. Research title, Fostering Retention, a modified nominal group technique study on strengthening employee retention rates through the onboarding process. Also hooded by Dr. Hooper. Merlise P. Hooper. Research title, Leading Trauma-Informed Schools, Rural Principles Narratives of Implementing Trauma-Informed Practices in Alaska and Oklahoma. Also hooded by Dr. Hooper, Jr., her husband. Jorge Alberto Hernandez Cadena. Research title, Perceptions of Middle School Reading Teachers Regarding Responses to Intervention Strategies for Students' Reading Progress in Rural Public Schools, hooded by Dr. Eddie Henderson. Chelsea N. Froese Lowen. Research title, Access to Rights, Access to Advocacy, Special Education Professionals' Perspectives on the Readability of the Notice of Procedural Safeguards, also hooded by Dr. Eddie Henderson. Abraham Human. Research title, Gender Bias in the Fire Service, Exploring Workplace Discrimination and Leadership Barriers, hooded by Dr. Bradley Johnson. Melissa S. Perryman, research title, Building Resilience, a Delphi study on supporting first-year community college students, hooded by Dr. Irma Harper. Kimberly Callison, research title, Mapping the Path to Support a Multi-Method Survey Study on Declining Middle School Math Achievement, hooded by Dr. Janet Hinman. Sarah Williams, research title, Hired Today, Gone Tomorrow, an action research study on mitigating attrition among non-traditionally certified teachers, also hooded by Dr. Janet Hinman. Todd McNeil, research title, Evaluating Faculty Effectiveness, a research study on ACUE training and student perceptions of instruction, hooded by the Dean, Dr. Gary Bigham. From the Terry B. College Education and Social Sciences, Masters of Arts, Soraya Elizabeth Austin. Jordan Lee Baird. Alan Baltazar. Claude Bigirimana. Lizette Rose Carrillo. Renelle Bradley Foster Burke. Taylor Renee Gonzalez. Sarah Jane Gretz. Emily Heap Huber. Olga Guminiuk. Zachary Ian Lujan. Terry Lane Meck. Sydney Nicole Odell. Claire Brachet Ramirez Yoakum. Catarina Beatrice Reyes. Megan Shedd. Jana R. Vogel. Kaylee Nicole Williams. Heather L. Young. Master of Arts in Teaching, Desiree Anna Maria Knott Robinson. Itzel Uriegas. Evelyn Melina Munoz. Margarita Ruiz Morales. Master of Education, Carly Leanne Berger. Noé D. Carrion. Molly Marie Dahl. Cassandra E. Delgado Barajas. Mary Lou Gallegos. Juliana Gandy. Mindy Lynn Harmon. Derek Hernandez. Leslie Elizabeth Hernandez. Dora E. Jones. Samantha Nicole Jordan. Braden Walker Lachey. Jacqueline R. Mayo. Haley Monkey. Nubia Ojeda. Jennifer Ann Orand. Kenley McBride Paula. Sabrina N. Rafter. Paige Nicole Roberts. Sittern. Brianna Ramey Sittern. Diamond Stevens. Valerie Nicole Talamantes. Michelle Lee Thompson. Brian Maynard Turner. Jonathan Andrew Andy Kraus. Charles Alexander Segura. Grace Elizabeth Shelton. Alexandra M. Arguello. Tiffany G. Hunter. Debrea Unique Pride. Kristen Diane Watkins. Aubrey B. Watley. Janae Marie Young. Madison Annalee Johnson. Heidi E. Vortherms.
Will all of the new doctoral and master's graduates please rise? Let's have a round of applause for our 2026 doctoral and master's degree graduates. Congratulations. Please be seated. An undergraduate student who maintains a grade point average of 3.5 or higher is considered an honor graduate. Honor graduates are recognized at commencement by a gold honor cord. I ask that all of our honor candidates stand at this time and be recognized. Congratulations. Graduates who are veterans wear a red, white, and blue cord. I ask that they now stand and be recognized. Will all of the candidates for bachelor's degrees please rise? President Wendler, on behalf of the faculty of West Texas A&M University, I certify that all of these candidates have met the requirements of their respective baccalaureate degrees.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty of West Texas A&M University, as just transmitted to me by Dr. Cherry, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Texas A&M University system and its Chancellor and Board of Regents, I take pleasure in conferring upon each of you whose names are on the official roster the appropriate baccalaureate degrees with all of the corresponding rights, privileges, and responsibilities.
Please be seated. Marshals, please begin directing the candidates to the stage. Dr. Baker will now introduce the graduates.
Bachelor of General Studies, Maya Justine Chacon. Trinity Ann Kuntz. Emily Rose Liskay. Heaven Moreno. Bachelor of Applied Arts and Sciences, Stephanie Lauren Alvarez Smart. Ariel Bishop. Taylor Rosser Burchett. Kirby Bush. Erica E. Chavez. Rebecca Chesser. Veronica Campuzano. Rylan C. Dove. Callie Michelle Coleman. Adrian Dillahay. Misael Hernan Enamorado. Alexi Beth Fleming. Marcus Flores. Jarek Harrison. Cody Chandler Hedges. Nathan Anthony Kennedy. Justin Kirsch. Naomi Antoinette Himon Lanizo. Kara McKee. Dakota Ryan McWhirter. Joseph Ann Wynn. Ashlyn Shea Oni. Michael Harold Roosh. Jarrett J. Rice. Ronnie Houston Salter. Jason M. Samp. Brady G. Schutz. Joe David Smith. Bachelor of Arts, Daphne Renee Aguiar. Ariella Nicole Aguirre. Yesenia Alonso. Wesley P. Brown. Atterbury Honors, Marley Kate Burnett. Jamie Francisca Carrillo. Marie Williana Edens. Emily A. Farmer. Samantha Lorena Gonzalez. Preston Matthias McRae. Aaron Bradley Pollock Santos. Reagan Alicia Viberall. Kylie A. Whipple. Bachelor of General Studies, Isaiah Alvarado. Viviana Arias. Nathaniel Patrick Ray Black. Viviana Cornejo. Alma Liliana Covarrubias. Kyra D. Dixon. Kylie R. Frost. Stephanie Garcia. Landry Joe Garcia. Lacey M. Hamilton. Jalen Dawn Hendricks. Ethan Wayne Hollinshead. Mandy Ray Joyce. San San Kang. Caddy M. Knoll. Kiara Faith Ledesma. William Travis Luther. Teresa Ann Milner. Shauna Laniel Mount. Monica Navarro. Javen James Patrick. Gabriela Robles. Marissa I. Sanchez. Holly Stalder. Madison Amari Warren. Bachelor of Science, Morgan J. Adams. Alan Alcantar. Jessica Apodaca. Yasmin Lira Arce. Odalis Arguelles. Clara Adeline Bender. Patience Joy Boykin. Jillian M. Burris. Nai Castroon. Rachel Leanne Cheadle. Jasmine Covarrubias. Delaney Aurora Cruz. Destiny Chantal Cruz. Heather M. Davis. Karina Montserrat Altamarino Falcon. Susanna Flores. Isabella Marie Fraga. Jessica Danielle Frausto. Isaac Alberto Gallardo. And Alyssa Faith Gonzalez. Michaela Marie Goodale. Gianna C. Grasso. Preston Carlisle Gregg. Soleil Madison Gukian. Jared L. Harper. Alina Michelle Heredia. Presenting the diploma is her father, Jesse Heredia. Hannah J. Hogan. Alexis Holquin. Chipper Jade Holtzclaw. Catherine Whitley Irwin. Landry Page Ivy. Shonda M. Jenkins. Elizabeth K. Jennings. Raina Lane Johnson. Elisa Isbel Kenworthy. Jenna J. King. Lucinda Ledesma. Tia A. Lee. Tiffany Ariana Lund. Zoe Ann McBroom. Maggie Jolynn McIntyre. Juvia Alexis Montoya. Brittany Moore. Jamie Lee Moore. Melissa Burton Nichols. Abigail Perez. Genesee A. Pompa. Brighton Kinley Potter. Atterbury Honors, Anastasia Marie Robinson. Lisette Rodriguez. Natalie B. Romero. Roberto L. Sanchez. Jaden R. Sandoval. Mary Cruz de Santiago. Deandra Renee Sharp. Avery Lee Shelton. Presley Becca Shelton. Jacqueline Nicole Smith.
Solano.
Judith Sanchez Solano. Zulema Evanisa Sosa. Augustine Soa. Atterbury Honors, Allison Fiona Sweeney. Clarissa Trejo. Trinity Jean Valverde. Callie Brianne Varner. Janelle Marie Walden. Brianna K. Zufelt.
Will all of the new baccalaureate graduates please stand? Please signify your graduation. Please signify your graduation by moving the tassel on your mortarboard from the right to the left. Congratulations. Please be seated. At this time, I would like to acknowledge Mr. David Lowe and our talented brass ensemble for arranging music for the ceremony today. Thank you. I would also like to thank our faculty marshals, Dr. Ray Barbosa, Associate Professor of Education Leadership, Dr. Dave Roush, the Teal Bivens Professor of Political Science, Dr. Nicole Krause, Assistant Professor of Sociology, and Dr. Lee Green, Associate Professor of Education Counseling. Finally, thank you to all the people who have worked behind the scenes to make this event to honor our graduates possible. We appreciate your good work. In a few seconds, I will ask that you rise and join in the singing of our alma mater, led once again by Dr. Beckham Turner. After the alma mater, please be seated during the recession and remain seated until all the graduates have filed out. Please rise for the alma mater.